Let's start. Hi, this is Venkat here again. Today we'll talk about self-evaluation and whether you actually do it in your own lives. It's an interesting story. It's a very small story, but it's an interesting story. There was a very little boy who entered a small store, maybe a cold store, and then he searched for the phone booth, which was at one of the corners of the store. And that was at about 5 feet high. So he knew that he wanted to speak on the phone, but he couldn't reach it. So he was searching for, what he could use to climb it. And then he found an empty carton. He took it, put it there. He stepped on that and climbed. And then he picked up the receiver and started dialing the numbers on the phone. The storekeeper was, keenly watching this kid. And what was he up to? Because he was surprised the way he, operated when he came over. And the boy actually was speaking to a lady on the other side. And then he asked, whether that lady would give him a job for maintaining her lawn. Apparently, that lady had a lawn in her house, and the kid was trying to find out whether he could come and maintain her lawn. And the lady actually replied, said, "Sorry, I already have someone maintaining my lawn, so I don't need anybody." But the boy said, "I will maintain your lawn for half the price of the person who is currently doing the job for you." And apparently the lady said, no, I'm happy with the person who is currently doing the job, so I don't need to change, even if you are charging half the cost. The boy, persisted, he was not willing to give up. Then he said, "It's not just half the cost, I will even clean your curb, I will clean your sidewalk so that, your lawn becomes the prettiest lawn in the entire area. Why didn't you employ me?" And the lady, I think, said, no, thank you. I'm extremely happy with the current person who is maintaining my lawn, and I don't need to change that. And the boy said, "Thank you," and he kept the receiver back, and he was all smiles. And the store owner was actually listening to the entire conversation, right? And he thought that the boy desperately needs a job. So he called the boy and said, "I like your attitude, I like your positiveness, I like your eagerness to work. I think you are desperate, so I'll offer you a job in this store. Why don't you start working from tomorrow?" Then the boy said, "Thank you. I don't need a job. I'm happy with what I have." And the store owner said, "You were actually pleading with the lady on the phone for the job, and now when I'm offering this, you're just refusing it." Then the boy actually said, and he told the store owner, "I'm the boy who's working for the lawn of that lady. I'm actually maintaining. I was just trying to check on my own performance. How does the owner feel about my job?" Very interesting. Now, this comes up to, what we can learn from this short story. The first learning is self-appraisal, right? Instead of blaming others for us not getting ahead in life, we should basically look inwards and assess our own performance. I don't think we do that. Recognizing our own strengths and weaknesses allows us to improve and grow personally, right? And of course professionally as well. This act by the little boy, of doing a self-appraisal shows the importance of being self-aware and taking time for introspection and to evaluate our own performance. So the first point I learned from this story is self-appraisal. The second learning I have is, stepping outside the comfort zone. Most of us are not willing to step outside our comfort zone. This boy was not afraid to step out of his comfort zone to take, feedback and seeking constructive criticism to improve himself, correct? these unconventional situations are essential for personal development. And the third learning I have is, recognizing the opportunities for growth. The boy actually was very proactive. He approached the woman and saw an opportunity to improve his own skills. I mean, this creates a potential for growth in our own lives. So, three things to remember is, self-appraisal, stepping outside the comfort zone, and the third is recognizing opportunities for growth. Now, I have three questions for you, and I want you to write your response in the comments. How many of us are ready to take self-appraisals for the jobs we do? Right? When did we last take feedback for improvement? And what is stopping us from doing this? So when did we last take the feedback for improvement? And what is stopping us from doing this? The last question is, are you willing to take action and start today by doing a self-evaluation of whatever work you do, wherever you work, and take action, do a self-evaluation and see how you can improve on yourself rather than, blaming your bosses or, whomever it is. Right. And that's all in this video. If you like this video, please click the like button below. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notification as and when a new video is released. But as every day I'd say, remember to take action. And that's all for today. And this is again Venkat signing off. Goodbye. Take care.